Hello everyone, welcome to today's Llafar's Adventures video. What's this? A video on a Thursday? That's a little bit unusual, isn't it? Well, the reason for this is because I am starting a new series. You've heard me mention this multiple times since I moved back to Switzerland in 2022. Start of 2023, I believe, is when I announced I wanted to do something like this, and well, two and a bit years later, here we are. So, what is this series that I'm working on called? Well, it's called Theory Thursday, which is why it's releasing on a Thursday. It's going to be bi-weekly, anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes in length, give or take. Possibly including a little bit of short form content as well. What is Theory Thursday going to entail? Well, Theory Thursday is going to be, well, the theory behind my hiking. So the kit and equipment I use, how I use it, why I go for this specific kit and so on. How-to videos, how do I pack my rucksack, how do I maintain and look after my gear, how do I clean my pack rafts, how do I look after my kit behind the scenes, I'm not sure if I'm going to go this route, it's just an idea, but maybe, how I actually do my filming, a little bit behind the scenes, talking about, again, the camera equipment that I use, and also a little bit of my planning methodology. So how do I plan for, multi-day trips? How do I communicate with the outside world? When I'm in Norway, for example, and I had no signal, how do my family know where I am? How do they know that I'm safe? That sort of stuff for the planning methodology. And how do I plan my day hikes and so on and so forth? So, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Theory Thursday, the long and short of it. And, well, today for episode 1, because I know I haven't really spoken about it much, I'm going to do today's Theory Thursday video is about the channel. So, without much further ado, welcome everyone to Theory Thursday, episode 1. Why did I start the channel Llafar's Adventures? So, a little bit of background about me as a person before I dive into why I made the channel. So, my name is Owain, I'm 28, I'm British, I'm a mix of so my parents are British, born and raised in Switzerland, naturalised citizen, and yeah, that's pretty much why geographically I'm based between the UK and Switzerland. And also the channel is named after my middle name, which is Llafar, which is a river in North Wales. So yeah, that's why the channel is named. That is named Llafar's Adventures is because of that. So yeah, as I've just said, my parents are British, mum's Welsh, dad's English, and growing up I was always outdoors with them, from about knee high. Here's actually a couple of photos. So yeah, as you can see, I've got a layering system and all that. So yeah, my parents were always outdoors with me. We were always on adventures, in the mountains, in the forest, like today. And yeah, I then went off, and then when I was 19, I moved to Bath for university, a film and TV production degree, which kind of links back to why I started the channel, but that comes in later. And then also, being Swiss, I had to do military service. So in my second year at uni, I was issued my military boots, and they said break them in. So best way to do that, well, hiking. So I was hiking around Bath. This would have been around about 2018, early 2019. So I was always in my boots, always out hiking, didn't really know what I was doing. And at this time as well, I was posting to social media, mainly Snapchat. Then that evolved into Instagram, and then Instagram evolved into people asking me, why don't you start a YouTube channel? I had that idea on the back burner for a few years, and yeah, but that all blends in later. After I finished basic training, I moved back to the UK to finish off my 3rd year at uni, and of course I needed a job, so I ended up working in an outdoor shop, which is the industry I still work in today. And whilst I was working at this shop, I learned about various different outdoor groups in the UK, such as the Ramblers, Paddle UK, and most importantly, the British Mountaineering Council. Through the British Mountaineering Council, I learned about the Mountain Training Association. And I was thinking to combine my love of the outdoors with doing it professionally. So I looked and I registered actually to do their mountain leader training, which is where the idea of the channel now comes in 2019, 2020. And this was, I think, launched, I think I started this just before COVID hit, I think. Or maybe it was after the first lockdown, I don't really remember. That was a very blurry time in my life. So yeah, part of the prerequisites of doing mountain leader training and assessment was that you needed to maintain a D-log or digital logbook of stuff that you'd done. So it could be written, but given my background in film and TV production, having studied it, I also wanted to do it in a visual medium as well through, well, film. And this really is the birthplace of the channel. So I wanted the channel to not just be, a digital logbook. I also wanted to give how-to videos, tips and tricks and so on, and basically record my journey to becoming a mountain leader and beyond. Unfortunately, mountain leader training never came to pass. Being based down in southwest England, where it's relatively flat, was tricky. In hindsight now, I probably would have gone for the hill and lowland leader certificate had I actually done more research and not just gone for mountain leader. However, that's in the past. So yeah, the channel, as have my outdoor adventures, has evolved. So I'm in late 2020, early 2021 is when I started pack rafting, and 2022 I moved back to Switzerland. And yeah, since then the channel has just progressed and evolved. And here I am now launching Theory Thursday because, I enjoy making adventurous content. I really do. I love making long form content. I've taken train tours all over Switzerland just to edit videos, for example. And yeah, that's really why I started and really have grown passionate about this channel, because I know when I first started uploading, it was very sporadic. I had a really bad computer to edit with. It was terrible. I then upgraded that, and which is why I'm actually regularly uploading content. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the combination of, growing up, being outdoorsy, wanting to do an outdoor certification, not quite doing that, but then I still had this channel, and I just thought, might as well just do it for my day hikes and whatever takes my fancy. And yeah, Theory Thursday is just sharing the knowledge that I've gained through 6 years of outdoor retail. Lots of books, lots of learning and so on, professional courses, and yeah, just sharing what I know in a slightly different format. So yeah, that's it from me for today's adventure. I really hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed being in this lovely forest out here making it for you. Please rate, comment, subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy days.